A cold east wind is blowing, sending shivers down your spine. It's not just the cold, but the shadow riding on the wind. It lurks in the dark, waiting for a chance to grasp for a new soul to devour. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's take a look at one of the biggest horrors from Irish and Scottish folklore, the soul-eating Sluagh. In previous videos, we already talked about the Anku from Brittany, the Midnight Washerwomen or Les Lavandières, the Doulahan and the Banshees. But all those creatures are nothing against the terrifying Sluagh. Until this very day, some people in Ireland and Scotland tend to close their west-facing windows during a wake, or if someone is sick in their home, for they fear that the Sluagh might come to eat their souls. But why is that? Let's take a step back and take a look at what the Sluagh actually are. The Sluagh are the most dreaded of the fairy folk. Some even fear the Sluagh more than death itself. They are also known as part of the Wild Hunt, the Underfolk, or hosts of the unforgiven dead. For the word Sluagh itself, in Irish, means host. But what exactly are Sluagh? Sluagh are the most malicious of all fairy types. They originate from the otherworld, the fairy realm, but they were so wicked that they have been banished from there into our world, never to return again. They are vile creatures, always found in groups, with no bounds, no loyalty, and no mercy, but with a great hunger. For all fae folk has something in common. The longer they stay in our world, the weaker they get. And since the Sluagh are banished from the other world and practically stranded in ours, they need to find another way to stay strong, powerful, and young. And they found a way. Us. Or, more precisely, our souls. For if they devour our souls, it gives them the energy they crave for. However, once Christianity arrived in Scotland and Ireland, the belief in Sluagh changed a bit, and they were no longer believed to be dark fae folk, but the damned souls of unforgiven sinners, wicked human souls which weren't even welcome in hell, damned to spend all eternity on earth and to feed on other souls. In any way, Sluagh are to be feared. Even their appearance seems to be terrifying. They are human-like creatures, looking like corpses, old and haggard, with a few strings of dark long hair falling from their head. Their skin sags, their arms and legs are long and gangly, their fingers bony, their nails are long and sharp, their teeth are pointy, and they possess big leathery wings, making them look like birds or bats. When not in flight, they keep their wings close to themselves, making them appear like a cloak. They are said to be able to shapeshift, a bit more into terrifying birds, and just like birds, they always hunt in large groups, looking like a flock of ravens from the distance, or like a dark cloud quickly approaching. They are said to travel on west winds at night to hunt souls they can devour. When they don't hunt, they spend their time pursuing their favorite activity, tormenting human and animal souls alike, killing cattle, spreading diseases, and poisoning fields with their foul breath. But you rather find them flying like a swarm to prey on innocent souls. And even though they would feed on any soul, they prefer the souls of those near to death. For those souls are easier to devour. They love to fly through west-facing windows and just prey on the dying. That is why, like I mentioned before, some people still close the west-facing windows when somebody is ill. For if the Sluagh have found their prey, no one can save the person whose soul is about to be devoured. But don't you think you are safe just because you are young and healthy? The Sluagh also love to abduct unsuspecting travelers if they are out at night. No matter if you're a sinner or a saint, a cruel bastard or a kind Mother Teresa. It's all the same for the Sluagh. The only thing they really find interesting is if you are in love. For souls of people who found true love seem to be even more attractive for the Sluagh. As if they were sweeter, or giving the Sluagh more power. And beware of letting hopelessness and deep sadness get grip of your heart, for that seems to act like a magnet for the Sluagh. You know the saying, dying of a broken heart? Are you really sure it was sadness or longing that killed someone? Or was it the Sluagh being called by the yearning of the heart? Of course, like with all fey creatures, the Sluagh are most powerful and dangerous in the night of Samhain. Or, as you might better know it, Halloween. But don't make the mistake to underestimate them on any other night of the year. They hunt fearlessly and mercilessly, with a hunger that can never be satisfied. And once they are able to get grip of a soul, that poor soul will never reach the afterlife, but will be doomed to become part of the flock, restlessly flying through the night, hunting for souls to satisfy a hunger that will never be satisfied for all eternity. Still, it is not unheard of that people could avoid being prey of the Sluagh, for there are ways to escape them. For once, like all fairy creatures, they seem to have a weakness towards iron. So, some iron-made objects might just distract them long enough for you to seek shelter. But you can only be safe from them if you find shelter indoors with all, particularly west-facing, windows and doors shut. For as soon as they have you scent, they will find you again, no matter where you go. Have you found shelter and locked all doors and windows, you must stay there until dawn. For only with the daylight, the Sluagh will stop their hunt and hide in dark forgotten places, like forests or castle ruins. Exactly the places you should avoid at night to not meet them. But even if you manage to hide until dawn, you can be sure that they won't forget your scent and may hunt you again the next night. There's only one way to get rid of them for good, and this is not a way a good soul would go. Sacrificing another soul in your stead. Or maybe, in desperation not to join the Sluagh for all eternity, would you go this way? However, the Sluagh are so popular in Celtic folklore that they found their way into modern pop culture. Two examples for their appearance in video games are The Legacy of Kain, which is more like a series than a standalone title really. Anyway, there they can be found in the spectral realm, even though they don't really fit the appearance description of a bird-like corpse creature I just told you. The other example is the game Clan O'Connell and the Crown of the Stag, where they, actually really appear more like zombie-like creatures and are quite common enemies. So in the end, even though it seems to be debatable how their appearance is perceived, the horrors of the Sluagh are still very much present in the hearts of men. So next time you're out at night and see a dark cloud or flock of dark birds in the distance, take a closer look, if those are really just birds, and make sure they are not heading into your direction. And if they do, make sure you don't feel ill or sad or heartbroken, for you might just attract them like a beacon in the dark night. And if they get you, your soul might be damned to join them in eternity. Thanks for listening. If you like the video, please help my channel and leave a like and subscribe. And if you have a favorite creature from Celtic folklore you want me to take a closer look at, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to close your west-facing windows. See you next time. Bye!